Have you ever been out swimming in the ocean and find the perfect spot for an underwater base? But you go to start to build only to find that you can't breathe underwater? Tired of having to surface for that pesky oxygen? Are you sick of drowning while you want to build your sweet ocean cave? Well then, have I got a deal for you. That's right. You need to get yourself a conduit. Hello, and welcome to the next episode of Poecraft. Today, I would like to talk to you about the conduit, and also we're gonna discuss the quickest and easiest way to take out a water temple. Hope you enjoy. These things make building underwater so much easier. Although they don't completely keep away the drown, they will actually kill the drowned if they get close enough. If you'll observe here. Come on, drown. Come here. Come hang out with me. Everything's fine. It's gonna be fun. Yeah. That's a good drown. Okay, he's not dying. What's happening? It's not happening. It's supposed to kill him. This is interesting. Really? Does it not kill them anymore? Okay, well, it doesn't kill the drowned, apparently, which is weird. It used to. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to look into this. I'll just catch him in the boat. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come hang out in the boat with me. You can smack me all you want. Wow, I think he's on to me. Come on. Come on. Oh, ow. Hey. You can't just walk up here and smack me and then walk away. That's rude. You gotta go on a boat ride with me. This is a this is the most fail ever. Never mind. I'm out of hearts. Gotta get some food. I think I have some honey over here. Yes. Well, honey isn't the best food. It'll do the job. Okay. Where was I? Oh yes, the conduit. And my drowned buddy. Here you come. Yeah! Now you're in the boat and you can't smack me. Okay, so the conduit consists, first to make the conduit, you have to have a heart of the sea. And then you have to surround that heart of the sea with 8 nautilus shells. So if you have not gotten your heart of the sea yet, you find them by exploring sunken ships, or sometimes you can find a drowned structure, and in both of these places you don't find the heart of the sea itself, but rather you find a treasure map that you have to follow in order to get to the heart of the sea. So once you get your treasure map, you follow it to the red X on the map, and then you dig down and you'll find a chest, and inside the chest is where you will find your heart of the sea. And the nautilus shells, they do take some time to get if you just manually fish, but if you make yourself an AFK fishing stand, then you can easily get them very quickly. So just basing it off of you already having your nautilus shell, the only other thing you need to make the conduit work is prismarine, which is what I want to talk about today. Because in order to get prismarine, you have to take out a water temple. And I'd like to show you the easiest way to do that. So here we go. So here we are getting our materials together and preparing to take out the water temple. Let me just give you a quick breakdown of what you're going to need.
Okay, let me just talk about some of the things that you're going to need to take out the water temple. First of all, and most importantly, you're going to need potions, you're going to need water breathing, and invisibility. And some other good things to have are doors, an ender chest, and a bucket of milk. And then I always bring along a good bow and a good sword. You're going to need the doors to help you breathe, and the milk is so that you can get rid of mining fatigue. It's not mandatory that you do this. You can just wait around until it wears off. Or if you don't feel like waiting, after all 3 guardians are killed, you can just drink your bucket of milk. Just be sure that you take your water breathing and invisibility potions right after you drink the milk. All right, that's everything that you're going to need to take along with you. Also, you'll need food. Make sure you bring plenty of food with you. All right, so now let's talk about potions. Today we're going to talk about 2 particular potions, invisibility and water breathing. These are the 2 potions that will help you easily take out the water temple without really having to worry about the mobs around you. So the first thing you're going to need is some bottles of water and a brewing stand. And inside your brewing stand, you're going to want to make sure there's plenty of blaze powder to fuel it. So you're going to start off with 1 piece of netherwort and 3 water bottles with no effect. And as you can see, it's going to immediately start brewing. And this is going to be the base for all potions. Any potion you make, you have to start like this. Okay, once that's finished brewing, what you're going to have is an awkward potion with no effects. So for the invisibility potion, you're first going to have to make a potion of night vision, which requires 1 golden carrot. And see, we have potion of night vision with 3-minute duration. To make it a potion of invisibility, you're going to need a fermented spider eye. And to make a fermented spider eye, you simply need a spider eye, a piece of sugar, and a brown mushroom. And you get a fermented spider eye. Okay, once that's done brewing, you're going to have your potion of invisibility. But we have one more step because as you can see, it's only a 3-minute duration and we would like it to be 8 minutes. So you're just going to slip in a redstone dust. And once that's finished brewing, you now have an 8-minute invisibility potion. The next potion we're going to make is the water breathing potion. So again, start with your 3 bottles of water and your netherwort. And once you have your awkward potion, you're going to add in a pufferfish. And once that's done brewing, you're going to finalize it with a piece of redstone dust to make it an 8-minute duration potion. All right, and there you have the potions that you're going to need to take on the Guardian Water Temple. If you're going by yourself, I would highly recommend that you fill up at least 1 whole shulker box full of these potions. Just to be on the safe side, it's better to have too much than not enough. And if you're going with a buddy, then something around 6 potions each should be adequate. All right. Now that you've got all your potions made and ready to in your shulker box, you are ready to take on the Guardian Temple.
Okay, now that we have all of our stuff gathered together, we are ready to head towards the water temple. So enjoy the flight. as you can see, I have my invisibility potion on, and it's helping with my first guardian here because they cannot see me and they have no idea what's going on, and I can easily just sneak up here and take them out. It only took a couple of hits with the sword, and then I stood back because with the sword they have thorns on them, so you can take damage if you're hitting them with the sword. So instead I decided to use the bow, and that made it super easy. You just have to pay attention to make sure that you have plenty of invisibility, and I did here, so yeah. This is it. That's all there was to it. He dropped a head and a sponge, so make sure you pick up your goodies and then you're good to go. On to the next.
And here we have Spin Fusion fighting his guardian. You'll find that there are 3 guardians in the temple that you need to take out, and I believe this was the middle guardian. And as you can see, the invisibility potion is working like a charm. Don't forget about the water breathing as well. That's very important, unless you already have a conduit and you've placed the conduit. But most of us haven't received our conduit yet. That's why we're here taking out a guardian temple. So yeah, it's just very important that you keep both of these potions on hand and that you make sure that you take them and that they don't run out on you. Otherwise, you could have a little accident, especially when you're swimming around these temples. Tons of these little guardians are spawning, and you definitely don't want to get yourself caught with a bunch of them suddenly noticing that you're there. And as you can see, this kind of just happened to spin. He was swimming and he noticed a little bit too late that his potions ran out. But it's no big deal. It's, it happens. It's all for fun and you can't get frustrated. You just have to pick up where you left off and start again. So when you find yourself in this situation where you need to quickly get some air, what you can do is throw down a couple of doors and just stand in the door where it creates a little air pocket. Get your air, take your potions, and get going again. You should also remember that while you're in the temple and before all of the guardians have been killed, you're going to have mining fatigue. So any boxes you set down, as you can see here where I have done, will stay there until you kill the guardians because of an effect called mining fatigue, which hinders your ability to break blocks. And finally, once all 3 guardians have been slain and your mining fatigue has worn off, you can find your treasure room, which usually consist of sponges, not always, and sometimes gold. And don't forget to also collect plenty of prismarine blocks because you're going to need these in order to assemble your conduit. I would go for at least 1 or 2 stacks. You don't need that many, but it's just to be on the safe side, and also you might want to use them for building. All right, once you get back home from collecting all of your sponges and your prismarine, now it's time to build your conduit portal. So I'm going to choose a different spot for my conduit. I think I would like to place it under my bridge. All right, so before we jump into the water, I'm just going to go ahead and take one of these potion of water breathing so I don't have to worry about surfacing for air every 5 seconds. Let's go here under the bridge. And we're going to place the conduit portal kind of just tucked away under here. So what you're going to do is you're going to place 2 blocks and then set the conduit on top. And the minimum number of blocks you need is 16, and it can be any combination of prismarine blocks. You can also use sea lanterns, but it has to be those particular blocks. So I'm just gonna set down my portal, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the maximum number of blocks. so that I can get the longest range on the conduit. I believe the longest range is 96 blocks, but I'll have to check that out just to make sure that I'm not telling you something wrong. Okay, and as you see, as soon as you put the portal up, you get the effect and you hear the little pulse sound. And I'm gonna have to remove some sand blocks here. I think I might not have enough blocks to do this. Okay. Oops, yeah, I went a little too far over, I believe. No, yep, oh, I did. I went too far over. Okay, let's fix this. Apparently, I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Let's fix it on this side. Perfect. Okay, and then we're gonna go here and here, and I'm gonna place one of these, and I am just a little bit short, so let me run and grab some more blocks. All right, and the dark prismarine is my favorite. We're gonna put a lantern here. A lantern here, and the last little bit here. I'll have to go back and get a lantern, but I'll do that later. Anyway, that's all there is to it. This is the largest portal you can build that will get you the longest breathing range. And now you are ready to start building your underwater world or base or whatever you wish. All right. Thank you so much for watching and coming on this adventure for me. Hopefully you found it informative and it helps you whenever you get ready to take out the Guardian Temple. It really is so easy and so much fun, whether you're by yourself or with friends. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed the content and leave me a like. It really helps me out. Goodbye. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.